Dear friends, today my topic is fish oil and its role in the human body. Fish oil is very important for our human body because it contains highly unsaturated fatty acids called as PUFA, highly unsaturated fatty acids, and they are very important for our body. So we'll discuss detail regarding the importance of fish fat. This fish oil, actually it is extracted from the fishes, from their body, from their tissues, from organs, and mostly from the oily fishes. Example, herring, tuna. They are very rich in fat, and in some of the fishes, their liver is also good source of fat. For example, cod fishes. So cod liver oil, they are very good source of fish oil. So oil is extracted from these fishes, and these oil, they are rich in eicosa pantoenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. Very low fat fishes, actually fishes, they have been categorized in different groups depending on the percentage of fat. First, very low fat group containing less than 2% of fat. Example is codfish, haddock fish, so on. Second group is low fat fishes. They contain fat from 2 to 5%, and example is tilapia, halibut and salmon, etc. Then fishes containing medium amount of fat, that is 5 to 10%, and example is bluefish, catfish, rainbow trout and swordfish, so on. And high fat group containing more than 10% of fat, and the example is herring, mackerel, sardines, salmon. So these fats, these fishes, they contain much more quantity of fat, and they are mostly used for extraction of fish oil. The composition of fish fat, that is highly variable because of large number of species. So depending on the species of the fish, depending on the diet consumed by them, depending on the environmental factors, for example, salinity, where they are thriving, then temperature, seasonal variation, geographical location, and the fish farming, where they are farmed. Either they are maintained in the wild condition or they are farmed. So all these factors, they affect on the fatty acid composition of the fishes. In the wild fishes, all these factors, they are all affecting, and besides these factors, the most important is seasonal changes and sexual maturity. Then the reproduction period, that is affecting much more on the wild fishes for the fatty acid composition. It has been observed that in this fish oil, about 30% of the fish oil is omega-3 fatty acid, the very important fatty acid, and the remaining 70% of the fatty acids, they are other type of fatty acids, maybe omega-6, omega-9 or saturated fatty acids. If we see the composition of fish fat, the general composition, saturated fatty acids 40%, monounsaturated fatty acids 25%, PUFA omega-3 25%, and PUFA omega-6, they are called as also HUFA, so 10%. This is the general composition. But in one of the study at Hale River in the Assam, we got lot of variation. So I wanted to tell you that the fatty acid composition of the fishes, that is highly variable. And here you can see saturated fatty acid varied from 51 to 89%. MUFA, that is the monounsaturated fatty acid, 0.27 to 19.68%, that is around 20%. PUFA, 1.75 to 30.76%, and DHA, 1.26 to 8.85%, while EPA 0.54 to 22.3%. So here you can see large variation in the fatty acid composition of fishes because of large number of species and various other environmental factors. Now as regards saturated fatty acid, they are straight chain. You can see here straight chain fatty acid, this palmitic acid, that is a 16 carbon compound straight chain. This is the omega carbon and this is the alpha carbon. 18 carbon compound is palmitic acid and stearic acid, see, 20 carbon compound. 1, 2, then 12, 14, 15, 16. Palmitic acid is 16 carbon compound and stearic acid is 18 carbon compound. All these saturated fatty acids from 8 to 16 carbon, it has been found that when they are consumed in the diet, they increase the serum LDL cholesterol, that is bad cholesterol, and that is affecting on the health of the heart and our blood vascular system. The predominant saturated fatty acid what is we are getting in our diet, in the human diet, the most predominant is the palmitic acid. Other saturated fatty acids which are present in the fishes, caprylic acid 8 carbon, caproic 10 carbon, lauric 12 carbon, myristic 14 carbon, palmitic 16 carbon and stearic acid 18 carbon. So all these are the saturated fatty acids, but the most prominent is, most common, predominant in the fish fat is palmitic acid, 16 carbon chain. Now next important fatty acid which is found in the fishes, that is MUFA, monounsaturated fatty acid. And the most common of all these is oleic acid. You can see the example of oleic acid. This is first carbon, that is omega. And when the counting starts from this omega fatty acid, omega carbon, first carbon from methyl group, then it is called as omega fatty acid group. And this is oleic acid, fortunately 18 carbon compound from both sides, either from omega or from alpha, the center is 9 carbon. So this is oleic acid, the most common omega-9 fatty acid found in the diet, and among the omega-9 fatty acid, oleic acid is most common. This omega fatty acid can be synthesized in the body and hence it is not strictly essential. Many times synthesis is poor, then it becomes essential, so it must be essentially supplied through the diet. The main role of MUFA, that is very important for us, that reduces inflammation and prevents various types of diseases. Because if the inflammation will continue, if the inflammation persists in the body and it becomes gradually chronic, so large number of diseases they develop. Second is improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar level. Consumption of MUFA increases the sensitivity of insulin. As a result, blood glucose utilization increases in the body and hence blood sugar level is maintained. And thirdly, it reduces blood cholesterol. By increasing the metabolism of cholesterol in the body, there is reduction in the blood cholesterol, reduction in the blood pressure and various other heart disease risk factors. Now see the content of monounsaturated fatty acid in various oils and seeds. The olive oil, you can see the richest source of MUFA, 83%, cashew nut 73, almond 70, avocado 60, peanut oil 47. These are different oils containing so much of MUFA. So in olive oil, predominant fatty acid is MUFA 83%. Among the seeds, you can see almonds seed contain 30% MUFA among the oil, cashew nuts 24%, walnut 9, and you can see fish fat that contains around 25% of MUFA. Now third fatty acid, first saturated, second was MUFA, and now it is omega 6 fatty acid. Among the omega-6 fatty acid, most important is linoleic acid. This linoleic acid, you can see here the structure of linoleic acid. It is a 18 carbon compound with 2 double bond in the carbon 6 and 9. You can see here 6 carbon and here it is 9 carbon starting from this omega fatty acid, methyl group carbon. So it is linoleic acid, omega-6 fatty acid. And this linoleic acid can be utilized in the body of the feces of the human being for the synthesis of arachidonic acid. That is 20 carbon compound having 4 double bond at 6 carbon, 9 carbon, 12 carbon and 15 carbon. Thus, omega-6 fatty acid, the most important linoleic acid, and the next is arachidonic acid. Next, arachidonic acid means it can be synthesized from linoleic acid in the body. The main function of these omega-6 fatty acids in the body, that is the proper brain function, metabolism and development in the body. So this is also playing important role. You see the function of linoleic acid, it increases the production of arachidonic acid, 20 carbon compound. That is also important, that is a precursor of the many hormones, prostaglandins, and its main role is for the health of cell membranes. Actually, these linoleic acid, arachidonic acid, they act as the structural component of the cell membranes, and because of that, they affect their fluidity, that is the fluidity of the cells, the flexibility of the cells, and permeability. As a result of it, the cells, they remain healthy, and the transfer of ions, transfer of nutrients, that is very easy from cell to cell. These omega-6 fatty acids, actually they are required in the body for synthesis of eicosanoids. These eicosanoids, they are playing very important role, that is prostaglandins, prostacyclins, thrombogens and leukotrienes. Very important eicosanoids, and they are very important for normal metabolic function of our cells, of our tissues. So because of the synthesis of eicosanoids, these omega-6 fatty acids, they play very important role in the body. Now these eicosanoids, they are called as local hormones, and they actually mediates many of the biochemical process in the body, and through these biochemical process, they regulate blood pressure, they maintain the lipid levels, they are important for body immune functions, they maintain the blood clotting and regulate the inflammation and reproduction in the body. Next point regarding the omega-6 fatty acid, they increase the response to insulin. You know, the insulin is very important hormone for increasing the metabolism of glucose in the body. So omega-6 fatty acid, they stimulate the leptin production. Leptin is very important hormone, and these omega-6 fatty acids, they increase the production of leptin hormone, and that leptin hormone improves the body ability to respond to insulin. As a result, the glucose metabolism increases and the body weight is controlled. Next, regarding the cardiovascular health, omega-6 fatty acids, they also have important role on the cardiovascular health, on the function of the brains, immunity, the skin health and bone strength. Thus, they are playing very important role in the body. Mammalian cells, fortunately or unfortunately, our body cells cannot convert omega-6 fatty acid to omega-3 fatty acids, which are very important, and that is because of the lack of enzyme, that is delta-3 desaturase. That enzyme is lacking, as a result of which omega-6 fatty acid cannot be converted to omega-3 fatty acid. See the example of concentration of omega-6 fatty acid in different oils and seeds. Peanut oil, what normally we consume, the groundnut oil, containing only 39% of the omega-6. Sesame oil 45, sesame til 45, soybean 51, corn oil 59%, sunflower oil 68%, and you can realize the safflower oil contains very high amount of pupa linoleic acid 78%, and that's why that is very good for the heart. Now see among the seeds, the almonds contain 12%, cashew nut 8%, walnuts 37%, very good in the omega-6 fatty acid, sunflower 34%, and you see the fish fat, it contains around 25% of the omega-6 fatty acids. Thus, fish fat is also a very good source of omega-6 fatty acids besides the sources available in different vegetable oils and different dry fruits. Now the most important fatty acid, omega-3 fatty acids. And within the omega-3 fatty acid, there are two important fatty acids. One is EPA, that is eicosapentaenoic acid, and other is DHA, that is docosahexaenoic acid. This eicosapentaenoic acid is 20 carbon containing 5 double bonds, and that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This is first carbon, omega carbon. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, they are double bond, and that is eicosapentaenoic acid. This EPA is also very important for synthesis of eicosanoids. As I have told, there are different type of eicosanoids in the body, and these EPA, they are the precursor for synthesis of DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, very important fatty acid, very important HUPA for the body. Then leukotriene 5, thrombogen 3 families, and prostaglandin 3. They are very important. They are synthesized through EPA. Thus, EPA is a precursor for all these eicosanoids, and they affect the aggregation of platelets in blood. That is important. And because of these eicosanoids, these EPA, they are playing important role as anti-inflammatory and anti-thrombotic as well as immunomodulatory action in the body. The anti-inflammatory role of the EPA in the body, that reduces inflammation and pain, that is good to keep the animal, to keep the body healthy. Anti-thrombotic, these are the results of eicosanoids, leukotrienes, thrombogen A2, and because of these anti-thrombotic properties, because of eicosanoids, they stimulate the leukocyte chemotaxis in the cells, and that results into platelet aggregation and vasoconstriction, and because of that, it prevents the blood from clotting very easily. Means easily the blood clot will not form, because blood clot formation in the body is dangerous for the health. So blood clot cannot be easily formed because of these eicosanoids. Then triglycerides, lowering effect. These EPA, they increases the metabolism of the fatty acids because of the inhibition of lipogenesis. They inhibit the lipogenesis in the body, and they stimulate the fatty acid oxidation. So because of that, the triglycerides are reduced in the body. Then these EPA, they have immunomodulating effect. Immunomodulation, and that is related with the body immunity. So these EPA, through immunomodulating activity, they support the immune system, they support the heart, and inflammatory responses in the body, they are within normal. Reduces the cholesterol in the blood, and it is anti-angiogenic. Because of these properties, these EPA, they reduces the heart attack, they reduces the stroke. Besides this, These EPA, they have anti-chemo preventive activity is very important. Once the cancer cell development starts, if the cancer cells has started, they should be reduced, they should be inhibited. So this property is with the EPA, that is anti-chemo preventive. They reduce the further activity, growth of the cancer cells. And in the early pregnancy, this is very important for the development of brain and vision development in the children. So if during the pregnancy period they are not getting sufficient amount of EPA, it may adversely affect on the brain development and the visual development of the children. Now next important fatty acid is DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, the most important fatty acid. This is also called as brain oil because this is most important, very important requirement for the brain development. It is found in maximum amount in the brain. This is primarily responsible for the structural development of the brain tissues. About 60% of the fat of the brain is because of docosahexaenoic acid. So maximum amount of DHA is present in the brain. You see the structure of docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. This is also called as HUPA because of large number of double bonds, 6 double bonds starting from omega-3 carbon. This is 3 carbon and you can see 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So these are the different double bonds and this is HUPA, very very important for the body, and this is mostly found in the fish oil. This is very important for every cell, vital structural part of the skin, eyes and brain. So skin cell, body cell, all the cells of the body, then eyes and brain, their function, development is all regulated by DHA. Now see in case of brain and retina, the most abundant omega fatty acid in the brain and retina is DHA. It is about 40% of pupa in the brain. Whatever the pupa is present in the brain, out of that 40% is because of DHA. And in the retina, out of total pupa, 60% is because of DHA. So in the brain, in the retina, maximum amount of pupa is DHA only. In the brain, out of omega fatty acids, more than 90% is because of DHA. And about 25% of the total fat present in the brain is because of DHA. So you can realize the importance of DHA. It is mainly requirement for the development of the brain, for the development of the retina. And here you can see 50% of the neuronal plasma membrane, they contain DHA. DHA is a structural component that is required for synthesis of cell membranes, neuron membranes, and highly enriched in the membrane lipids of rod photoreceptors in eye and also in brain. As I had told, whatever the membranes are present in the retina, in the brain cells, they are mainly containing DHA. It is very important for the development function of brain, eyes, central nervous system, and for early pregnancy, when the fetal development takes place, the requirement of DHA is very high for normal brain development and for normal vision development. So very very important in the early pregnancy for the pregnant mothers. In the retina, it is the main structural component. The retinal membrane contains lipid layer which is mainly containing the DHA. And for the normal vision development in the developing fetus, the DHA must accumulate in the retinal membrane. And if the DHA concentration reduces in the retinal membranes, that adversely affects on the vision. Next, it affects on the skin. The health of the skin, that is very important, correlated with the DHA. Because DHA is responsible for health of the cell membranes and structural component of skin, that is all correlated all because of the DHA that maintains the health of the cell membranes and thus maintains the all organs of the body, maintains the health of the skin. In the nerve cells, it is very important to have the conductivity of the nerve impulses. This is regulated through the DHA. The nerve cells, they are able to send and receive the electrical signals because of only DHA. And this high DHA content that has important role in the neuronal signaling and neurotransmitter synthesis, and that is all related with the transmission of nerve impulses. These DHA, they are playing also important role for synthesis of various hormones, acting as the precursor for various types of hormone. And DHA, as I have told, this is very, very rich in the fatty fishes, and example is salmon, trout, mackerel, etc. So friends, we have seen that the fish fat is so important, and the main important fatty acids, as I have told, it is omega-6, that is linoleic acid, arachidonic acid, and then omega-3 fatty acids. Among them, the most important are EPA and DHA. These fatty acids, they are very, very important, especially DHA for the brain development, for the retina development, for the complete health of the cells. Thus, EPA either for the heart or for blood vascular system, and DHA for the complete retina for the brain. So, you can realize the fish fat is very, very important, especially in the pregnancy condition when the mother is given sufficient quantity of these fish fat. The development of the brain of the fetus will be very good. The development of the organs will be very good. And in the adult, in the old age persons, this is still much more important to maintain the persons in the healthy conditions. Thank you. We'll meet again and advise to all of you to ask questions, and your queries should come through WhatsApp or through my YouTube. And your suggestions are also most welcome. Thank you very much.